10 tangible and intangible assets making people rich. Apart from being mega rich, billionaires like Elon Musk, Bernard Arnault, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates have one thing in common. They keep their money in tangible and intangible assets. A billionaire might admire a piece of art, but he will not spend millions of dollars acquiring it just because it is attractive. If it cannot be used as a store of value, then it is probably worthless. Do you ever wonder how rich people get their wealth? What kinds of assets do they have? And how can you also become rich? According to a report, the top 0.01% of the richest people hold 11% of global wealth. If that doesn't shock you, out of more than 7 billion people that populate the Earth, only 52 million individuals hold 43% of the world's wealth. The rest is shared among over 6 billion people. Just like art is kept because it accrues value over time, rich people keep both tangible and intangible assets because it will make them richer. First, what are tangible and intangible assets? Tangible assets are also known as real assets. A tangible asset is a class of asset that has a physical attribute and quantifiable worth. They have monetary value and are easy to measure. On the other hand, intangible assets are not in physical form but are used to create wealth. Here are some examples of tangible and intangible assets to make money. Number 1. Cash. Investing all your money might seem ideal because it will bring you a higher return, but don't do it. Keep some cash in the bank for liquidity. Liquidity is the ability to quickly get your money without losing its value. If you have to sell an asset for a price lower than its original worth, then it is not liquid. As an investor, waiting to convert other forms of investment into cash can make you miss out on a sweet deal. The catchphrase "cash is king" should always be at the back of your mind. Households, businesses, and investors have sworn by how cash helps them stay afloat in times of uncertainty. Large companies understand the essence of cash in times of emergency. Fortune 500 firms like Microsoft, Amazon, and Alphabet have hundreds of millions of dollars in their cash reserves. Number 2. Artworks. The famous painting by Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa, was insured for $100 million in 1962. If it was to be sold at auction today, it will be worth over $900 million. Paintings from famous artists like Picasso, Van Gogh, Modigliani, Michelangelo, and Monet are worth millions of dollars at auction. The point is, artworks are assets people use to make money. However, you can also lose a huge chunk by collecting art. If you cannot differentiate between an original artwork and a copy, you might reconsider an art investment. The rarer an artwork is, the higher its value. On the flip side, rather than searching far and wide for an original copy of Monet, you can invest in new artists if you have eyes for art. Artwork is one form of tangible asset. For a long-term investment, you need to make money. Number 3. Real estate. Real estate comprises land and any permanent natural or man-made improvement made on it. The common misconception about real estate is that it involves only building, which is not so, because land with only trees is also real estate. As a tangible asset, the real estate global market is worth over $2 billion. You might want to take advantage of the market while it is down by buying when it is cheap and selling at a higher price. Apart from this, there are several ways of making money from real estate. You can rake in a lot of money from the popular residential flipping, where you buy a house and redecorate, then resell. How about income from property rental? Buying a property and renting it to tenants will create a stream of passive income for you that will gradually help you on your journey to build wealth. It gets better. A rental property owner is exempted from paying certain types of tax. So you are not only making money from owning a property, but you are also avoiding hefty taxes. Number 4. Collectibles. In 2014, the world's most expensive pocket watch, a super complication made by Patek Philippe, was sold for a whopping sum of $24 million in Switzerland. To watch enthusiasts and collectors, history was made. Apart from watches that fetch the creator millions of dollars, collectibles like antiques, stamps, coins, comic books, wine, and toys can fetch you quite a sum. After all, Barbie, created by Stefano Canturi, was sold at auction in 2010 at $302,500. As you probably know by now, rarity makes art valuable. Added to this, the nostalgia and the story behind a collectible boost its worth. Also, the older some collectibles are, the higher their value. Collectibles are tangible assets worth considering if you want to make money. However, recognizing what is worth collecting and what is not can be tricky. Before you venture into collectibles investment, do your due diligence. Wait here. Let's hope you are holding any of these assets. One of the assets we love is likes. Locate the like button and invest in us. Number 5. Equipment. Typically, a car is a liability unless, of course, you are making money from it. Vehicles used in the day-to-day running of your business, for instance, are recorded as fixed assets on your company's balance sheet. The same goes for other equipment you need to accumulate wealth. If you're a YouTube content creator, for instance, investing in a good camera is a must. A transcriber needs an excellent headset, the same way a car mechanic needs an impact wrench. Whatever trade you find yourself in, you cannot be successful without the right equipment. However, do not confuse the right equipment with the most expensive ones. If you keep buying new tools when you have generated money from the old ones, you might go bankrupt. Number 6. Patents. From Thomas Edison to K.S. Silverbrook, inventors have revolutionized the way the world works. The best way to reward the works of these inventors is by protecting their inventions through a patent. Hence, a patent is a right you hold over your property that excludes others from using, selling, or making your invention. If a company or individual uses your patented idea, you can sue them. However, holding a patent does not automatically translate to making money. To generate revenue from your patent, you can sell, license, or convert it to a commercial product. Post-it note, Frisbee, Bluetooth, and Spanx are some of the simplest ideas that have generated millions because of a patent. Number 7. Copyright. Inventions are to a patent as creative works are to copyright. When you make music, write a book, or produce a movie, what gives you intellectual right is the copyright you hold over such content. Otherwise, others can reproduce your work without repercussion. Take the case of P. Diddy and Sting, for example. Diddy's 1997 Grammy Award-winning song, I'll Be Missing You, sampled Sting's Every Breath You Take, but Diddy did not get permission from Sting. The permission would have cost him a 25% royalty fee, but Sting demanded 100% of the revenue made on the track. Due to this, Sting makes $2,000 every day in royalty because of Diddy's neglect to respect copyright law. As an intangible asset, copyright protects both literary and non-literary works as well as software and content posted on the web. However, do not confuse copyright infringement with plagiarism. While copyright infringement and plagiarism involves passing off someone else's ideas or works as your own, the former has legal connotation while the latter is just unethical. Number 8. Trademarks. Everyone recognizes the Nike catchphrase, "Just do it." The slogan has been trademarked by the company to make it theirs. So whenever you want to use the tagline commercially, you will have to pay for it. Another example is the catchphrase is Disneyland's "the happiest place on earth." This tagline has been in existence since the creation of the first Disney park in California. Companies make taglines, catchphrases, designs, and logos and trademark them, not only to put their firms in the minds of consumers but also to protect their brands. You can also trademark your name or other things personal to you so that when it is used commercially, you become rich from it. Many celebrities like Beyonce, Rihanna, and Katy Perry have successfully trademarked their names. Number 9. Company logo. Apart from the catchphrase associated with Nike, the company is also known for its famous swoosh line. A logo can determine how much a product is worth. Psychologically, our minds have been tailored to believe that an item with a popular company logo is far superior to the one with a logo of a less-known company. If you are starting a new business, the shape of your logo directly correlates with the success of your budding venture. Research has shown that a round logo connotes softness, while an angular logo means hardness. So a company with a round logo share is more likely to be warm and caring with a comfortable product. On the other end of the spectrum, a company with an angular logo will have a product that depicts durability. With this said, you should thoroughly do your due diligence before you settle on a particular shape as your company logo. Number 10. Goodwill. During business acquisition, the difference between the value of the tangible assets acquired and the value paid while acquiring a company is goodwill. For instance, if there is an acquisition of a company, the total amount paid will include the fair value of the company and the value of goodwill. The goodwill of the company is the impression the company has on the people, its image, and its reputation. The leading firms when it comes to goodwill value as intangible assets are in the telecommunications sector. Some of the companies with the highest goodwill value include Microsoft, Amazon, Alphabet, Apple, and AT&T. Other companies like Alibaba, Visa, and Johnson & Johnson have significant amount of goodwill. The difference between the rich and the poor is that the rich know that the best way to make money is by accumulating assets. Rome is not built in a day, so it might take some time to build most of these assets, especially the intangible assets. Your best bet is to use what you have to get what you want in the long run. So you have cash, use a part of it for real estate, and set the remaining aside. After some time, it will be a smooth ride. These are the tangible and intangible assets people use to make money. Thank you for sparing these few minutes learning from our channel. We hope we've made you better. To learn more, skim through our recommended video.